get fried out, then there is a beautiful sugar ball, sugar syrup waiting for you to dip in. Satyavat Muni in Damodar Ashtakam, which we are going to just sing sometime, he says, Iti driksho leela vir ananda kunde swadosham nimajjantam akshapayantam. He says, we don't have an option whether we will get fried or not get fried. We will 100% get fried. It's not whether, we will get fried. The only option that we have, which is an additional option as devotees, is that there is Ananda Kunda. What is that Ananda Kunda? See, Iti Drikshva Leela Vir Ananda Kunda. Krishna's pastimes are considered to be like a bowl of sugar syrup. When all the fried out people come and dip into this bowl of sugar syrup, then you experience bliss. Ananda Kunda. It's a bowl of bliss. So today, we are all going to experience dipping into that bowl of bliss. What I'm going to do in the next 45 minutes or so is I'm going to flood you all with stories of Krishna. And I'm going to flood you all with stories of Krishna that you would have never heard before. And these stories don't have any lessons. These stories don't have any morals. These stories don't have any deeper imports. They're just stories. Just love them, enjoy them, relish them. And at the end of the 45 minutes, I'm going to ask all of you, how do you feel? And that time you can tell me your experience of Ananda Kunda, right? So right now I'm just kind of giving you all a little preparatory what to expect. And then I'm actually going to throw all of you all into that Ananda Kunda now. And at the end of the whole experience, I want all of you to share with me what you felt. Okay? And I want you all to listen to these stories with an open mind. I want you all to listen to these stories with a heart full of love. I want you all to listen to these stories with great enthusiasm and childlike eagerness. I can tell you, these stories will melt your hearts. So with that background, are you all ready?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Good. Usually when we say ready, we say Hari Bol. Okay. Here is the first story. All of us know that Krishna is called as Makhan Chor. He's called a butter thief, isn't it? I'm going to tell you the story of how he became a butter thief. This is the first time Krishna ever stole butter, and that too in his own house. When Krishna was a little child, he was about 2 years old. He hardly was able to walk around, just crawling around the house. And one day, he happened to discover the store where Mother Yashoda keeps all the butter and the milk and the yogurt, etc. And he entered into the store. And he was amazed to see such a huge collection of stuff. He crawled in and he picked up one pot of butter. He put his hand inside the pot of butter, picked up a chunk of butter, and began to eat it. And he was so happy eating the butter which was made by Mother Yashoda with so much love. And as he was closing his eyes and relishing the butter, which was melting into his mouth, suddenly his hand was caught. And he opened his eyes and he saw Mother Yashoda there, holding his hand. His mother had caught him, white-handed. His hand was filled with butter. And Krishna was completely shocked. He didn't know how to respond. It's the first time you do something naughty and you get caught, you get really scared, isn't it? So Krishna was really scared. He didn't know what to do. And very quickly, he had to think of something. Mother Yashoda asked him, Krishna, what are you doing here? What is your hand inside the pot of butter? Krishna suddenly thought of a very quick solution. He said, Mother, yesterday you put a bracelet on my hand. And this is a bracelet made of diamonds. And he said, this diamond bracelet is so hot that my entire hand is burning. I put my hand inside this pot of butter to cool my hand. Mother Yashoda didn't know how to respond to that. She looked at him for a moment and she said, okay, if you are putting your hand inside, so she first checked him, and it was all fine. And then she asked him, if you put your hand inside the pot of butter because it's hot, then what's butter doing all around your face? Krishna, you quickly think. And he came up with a very interesting idea. He said, while my hand was inside this pot of butter, there was an ant roaming around my face. And I just did this to remove the ant, and that's how butter came on my face. Mother Yashoda didn't know whether to believe him or not, but then she gave him the benefit of doubt and she carried him away. And Krishna breathed a sigh of relief. And that day he realized he has a new profession he can consider, being a thief. He can get away from sticky situations. Krishna was such a sweet person. The whole idea of Krishna Katha, why do we discuss stories of Krishna? Krishna, one of Krishna's name, he is known as Anubhav Pradhan. Anubhav means experience. Pradhan means the giver of experiences. So Krishna comes into this material world to give us an experience of the spiritual world. So just like if you have to go to a movie, which is a 3-hour movie, you first watch a 3-minute trailer. And if you like the trailer, then you pay up and watch the movie, isn't it? Similarly, Krishna comes to the material world to give us a small trailer of what it means to be in the spiritual world. If you like the trailer, then you have to work hard. Chant 16 rounds, follow regulative principles, do so much. All the hard work is paying up to go to watch the real movie. So what we are seeing today is a little trailer of what is there in the spiritual world for us. And if you like this trailer, then you have to work hard to go back to the spiritual world. When Krishna was very small, the Gopis would have a lot of fun with these little kids, Krishna and Balaram. They were small little kids, and these little kids, most of the times, they would be roaming around the house in Nanda Bhavan completely naked. They would wear a small waist belt, and the waist belt would have a golden bell on it. There would be a bell hanging on the waist belt, and Krishna would be running around the house wearing this golden waist belt with a little bell hanging on it, and the bell would ring and make a very sweet sound. Krishna loved that sound that came from the bell, but unfortunately he didn't know where the sound came from. He would run around the whole house looking for where the sound came from, without realizing it came from his own waist belt. He was so cute. One time, when Krishna and Balaram were this small, the Gopis, they got together and decided that they will have a little fun with the two boys. They brought them together and they said, both of you should wrestle with each other. Who wins will give them a laddu. So Krishna and Balaram both became ready to wrestle. Imagine two little cute boys, completely naked, only wearing a waist belt, and getting ready to be wrestlers. They had seen wrestling matches, so they knew what it means to be a wrestler. And Krishna was hitting his hands like this, hitting his thighs like this, just in the mood of being a wrestler. And the Gopis were laughing so much, looking at these little boys act like wrestlers. And both of them began to fight with each other. And both of them were so smart. One match, Krishna would lose, Balaram would win, and he would get a laddu. And the next match, Krishna would win, Balaram would lose, and he would get a laddu. Like that, both of them kept getting so many laddus. One time, when Krishna was about 5 or 6 years old, his mother told him that we're going to celebrate your birthday today. So please go and get a cow from the Goshala. In Vrindavan, Nanda Maharaj had 900,000 cows. You can imagine the number of cows they had in their home. And Krishna had to choose one among them. He chose a very beautiful calf, dragged it into the house. And as he brought the calf into the house, he suddenly saw a pot of butter hanging from the ceiling. And he completely got distracted. He forgot why he got the calf. He put the calf under the pot of butter, climbed on it, stood on the calf, and he caught hold of the pot of butter. And the moment he caught hold of the pot of butter, the calf from below ran away. Krishna was hanging from the ceiling of the pot of butter. And he started screaming. He said, help me, help me. And then, Yashoda comes. And she asked him, what are you doing there? I told you to get a calf. And Krishna said, I'll tell you that later, bring me down first. And Mother Yashoda left him to be hanging over there and she went away again. Krishna is very naughty. And he does some extremely naughty things. But somehow, he always gets away. One time, he was in one Gopis' house. He was stealing butter. And the Gopi opened the door and she caught him in the act of stealing the butter. She said, Krishna, what are you stealing butter in my house? Krishna looked at her very innocently. He looked around. He said, oh, this is your house? I thought it was my house. Imagine going to somebody else's house and selling like this. The Acharyas explained, actually Krishna means something else. Actually, the whole world belongs to him only. And when we say this is my house, we are actually the one who are wrong. Because the whole world belongs to him. So he's saying, when he's saying, oh, I thought it was my house, he's right. Because everything belongs to him. One time, this was early in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning. One Gopi heard a knock on her door. When this Gopi opened the door, she was shocked to see Krishna standing there. Imagine, early in the morning, somebody knocks her door and outside the door, God is standing. So this Gopi was amazed. She said, Krishna, what are you doing here? And Krishna had just woken up. He was so sleepy. His eyes were like, drowsy and he was just standing there. So Krishna told her, my mother has sent me to your house. Because we are having some guests in our house today. And she told me to get a pot of butter from your house. Because some very big sadhus are coming to our house. And she told me, in your house you have the best butter in Vrindavan. This Gopi became really happy. She's thinking, what is this? Mother Yashoda has so many cows and yet she is sending Krishna to my house. I am so fortunate. She went in and got 2 pots of butter and gave it to Krishna. And she said, Krishna, take these and tell Mother Yashoda this is from my side for the guests, for the sadhus. And she, along with the pots of butter, she gave him a packet of sugar balls. This, we call it mishri. These are crystals, sugar crystals. And she told Krishna, mix the sugar crystals in the butter and give it to the sadhus. Give it to the guests, they will be very happy. So Krishna said, thank you very much. I will give you back your pot of butter tomorrow. She said, no, it's okay, just take it. So Krishna thanked her and he turned away. The Gopi closed the door. As soon as the Gopi closed the door, Krishna sat outside her house only. All the friends of Krishna were hiding somewhere. They all came running out, And they told Krishna, Krishna, what are you doing? We just stole butter from a house. How can you sit outside our house? Krishna tells his friends, when you steal butter from somebody's house, the greatest fun is when you sit outside the house and eat it. And Krishna made all his friends sit right outside that house. They were sitting in a circle and they were all eating butter. This Gopi was inside the house. She heard some, when you bite crystals of sugar, the teeth makes a crunching sound, right? She heard some sounds. And she thought maybe some monkeys are sitting outside and making some nuisance, She opened the door and she saw all these boys sitting outside, She was furious. She said, Krishna, you said this butter is for the sadhus and you're feeding these stupid boys. And then when Krishna heard that, he got up. He said, don't you call my friends stupid. You don't know who they are. And he said, these are all big sadhus. These are big sages. And then among them, there was one little boy who was about 2 or 3 years old. And he was so small, he didn't even know they were caught. He was still eating. And he was completely naked. He was sitting in the dust of Vrindavan eating butter. Krishna points out to him. He says, see, this is a Naga Baba. Come from the Himalayas. And Naga Babas in the Himalayas, they are completely naked. They live in the ice cold Himalayas, And Krishna is calling this little boy Naga Baba, And this Gopi lost it. She was so furious. Krishna said, you should not disrespect them. You should actually offer obeisances to them. And the Gopi said, I'm going to get a danda and do danda, beat them up. So before she came, all of them ran away from there. Of course, as I has explained, what Krishna was saying was right. With all the friends of Krishna, they are bigger than the greatest sages in the world. Because to be a friend of Krishna, you can't be an ordinary person. The Gopas and the Gopis of Vrindavan, they are not ordinary people. They are exalted personalities who have come into the material world to participate in Krishna Leela. So Krishna and his friends, they always had such extreme levels of fun. And they had such an adventurous and such a beautiful life. All day long, Krishna and his friends would just play around, graze the cows, and they would have such beautiful experiences. One particular day, they were stealing butter in one Gopi's house. And they were very agile and they were very fast. They jumped into the windows of the house. And they all jumped in at, just like monkeys, very, very fast, They jumped in and they were going to eat butter. And exactly when the Gopi opened the door, they all started jumping out of the window at full speed. There was one little guy, his name was Mangal. This boy, he loved to eat. And his life was around food only, like a biggest foodie. And when he jumped into the house, he managed it very nicely. But once he was inside the house, he ate so much butter. In fact, he wanted to be the last person to leave the house so that he can eat maximum, He said, everyone go, you go. He's giving everyone a chance to go. And then finally, when the Gopis had entered the house, this fellow ran out to the window to jump out. And when he tried to jump out of the window, his stomach got stuck in the window. Because when he came in, he was thin. But when he was trying to get out, he had become a little fat. And his head and shoulders and hands went out, and his stomach and legs remained inside. The Gopis got his legs, and Krishna and his friends got his hands, and they were pulling him. Tug of war going on with Mangal. Mangal is saying, hey, leave me! And Krishna left him, and sort of fell inside. And the Gopis beat him black and blue. And then Mangal came out very angry. He came to Krishna and he said, Krishna, what kind of a friend are you? I got beaten up and you didn't do anything to help me. So Krishna went to the Gopis and he told them, hey, do you know what you have done? You have beaten up Mangal, who is such an exalted Brahmana. Because you have beaten up a Brahmana, you will get cursed and you will have very bad husbands. So the Gopis said, no, we want very nice husbands. Krishna said, there's only one way. You have to make Mangal happy, then he will bless you. So the Gopis made Mangal sit on a throne and they gave him a big plate of laddus. And Mangal began to eat the laddus and gave them blessings. Krishna and his friends were notorious. And Krishna was the most notorious of all. But in all his naughtiness, there was so much sweetness also. One time, Krishna was caught stealing butter in one Gopi's house. And this Gopi told Krishna, I'm going to go and complain to your mother. And she was furious. She ran to Mother Yashoda's house. But Krishna overtook her and reached before her. And he went and hid behind his mother. And behind his, so he was, his mother was doing some work. So Krishna was behind his mother, hanging on her, and with a lot of love and affection, he was hanging. Yashoda was thinking, why is he hanging on me so much, And then this Gopi comes. And she starts shouting with so much anger and so much of... and as she's shouting with anger, suddenly her face changes. She stops being angry and she starts laughing. She starts laughing like mad. Mother Yashoda is thinking, what's wrong with her? Just now she was so angry and why is she laughing? And then somehow after some time she manages her emotions, again becomes angry and starts complaining. And in a moment, again she starts laughing. Yashoda is not able to understand what's happening. Actually what's happening is Krishna behind her, he's making all kinds of very, very funny faces, And he's making such funny faces that this lady is not able to contain her anger. And she just bursts out laughing every time. and Krishna doesn't allow her to complete her sentence only. At some point, this lady gets completely fed up, and she says, "Forget it, I'm going," and she leaves. And when she leaves, Yashoda asks Krishna, "What happened to her? Why is she behaving like this?" Krishna comes out and tells Mother Yashoda, she is a batanga. Yashoda doesn't understand what is the meaning of batanga. There is no word called batanga. Krishna made it up. And then Yashoda asks Krishna, "Who is a batanga?" He says, "Sister of Matanga." He made up another word that doesn't exist. Yashoda has no idea what is the meaning of batanga, what is the meaning of matanga. He says that and then runs away. That's all. You can't convince them, confuse them. That's what Krishna does. He just confuses his mother right away. I'm going to tell you all a very, very sweet story. And this is one of my favorite stories. One time, Krishna was celebrating his birthday again. And this time, all his friends were called for a birthday party. And all the friends of Krishna came one by one and started giving Krishna different gifts. And these gifts that his friends were giving were very simple gifts, nothing really big. One boy came running and he told Krishna, "Krishna, you know what I have got for you?" Krishna says, "What?" And this boy, he has a small bowl in his hand in which there is a cow dung paste. And he says, "I have got for you cow dung tilak." And he takes the cow dung paste and puts a beautiful tilak on Krishna's head. And Krishna becomes so happy receiving that little tilak on his head. He runs around showing everyone, "See what Bhadra has given me, see what Bhadra has given." He says joy has no bounds. Another boy comes, gives him a little flower, a 3-colored flower. Krishna becomes so happy receiving this 3-colored flower. He runs around showing everyone, "See what Toki has given me." Like this, Krishna is just so excited with these little gifts that his friends are giving him. After some time, Krishna feels that I should give my friends some return gifts. So he goes to his mother and father and tells them, "Please give me some return gifts that I can give my friends." Nanda and Yashoda, they're preparing for this day for a whole year. And a whole year they've been collecting so many beautiful gifts that they can give Krishna's friends. They got a conch from the deepest oceans, they got a beautiful diamond, they got a shawl from a northern country. Really amazing gifts and really precious gifts. When Krishna sees the whole room filled with such gifts, he starts crying. He says, "No, no, no, I want nice gifts to give." He's comparing the little gifts that his friends gave with all these gifts, and he's feeling these gifts are useless. And he starts crying. Nanda and Yashoda feeling so bad. On his birthday, Krishna is crying like this. And Nanda and Yashoda have no idea how to pacify him. At that point in time, Balaram comes. Balaram is the brother of Krishna. And he says, "I know how to help." And Balaram comes to Krishna and he tells him, "What do you have that your friends don't have?" Krishna starts thinking, "What do I have that my friends don't have?" He thinks for some time and suddenly he gets it. He runs to one of his friends. He jumps and hugs him. He says, "Bhadra, I am yours." He goes to the next friend, hugs him, and he says, "Toke, I am yours." He goes to every friend, hugs them, and he says, "I am yours." So what is it that Krishna has that his friends don't have? Himself. And what does he give his friends? He gives himself. So if you give Krishna a little thing, however insignificant it is, but with a lot of love, what does Krishna give you back in return? He gives himself. And when you get Krishna, you get the whole universe, isn't it? This is Krishna. Whatever little you do for him, remember, in return, he gives you the whole world. And that's the beauty of spiritual life. That's the beauty of Krishna. Really. One time, Krishna told Radha that he will come to meet her. And he got a little late. And Radha had to wait for some time. Today is the Sharad Purnima day. So I thought I'd tell you all some really sweet pastimes of Radha and Krishna. So Radha was waiting and she was furious. She was really upset with Krishna. And Krishna comes and he realizes that Radha is really angry at him. And he doesn't know how to pacify her. He's trying his best to talk to her. She's just not looking at him. She's just not talking to him. So Krishna decides there's only one way to pacify her. He takes out his flute and he begins to play his flute. As soon as Krishna begins to play his flute, a peacock comes from inside the forest and stands right in front of Radha and Krishna and begins to dance. He brings out his huge plumes and begins to dance so gracefully. And Radha, she starts looking at the peacock dancing so beautifully. And Krishna realizes that here is a chance. He begins to play his flute even more enthusiastically. One more peacock comes and stands next to the peacock and starts dancing. And Radha is looking at these two peacocks dance. And soon a third peacock comes, a fourth peacock comes. And soon hundreds of peacocks are surrounding Radha and Krishna and dancing so beautifully. And Krishna, he suddenly jumps up and he takes the form of a peacock and he goes in the circle in between all the peacocks and starts dancing. And the Radharani, when she sees this beautiful dance of the peacocks, she's just not able to contain herself. She transforms herself into a peahen and she goes in and she starts dancing. And then Radha and Krishna, along with these hundreds of peacocks, continue dancing for hours and hours and hours. And after so many hours of such beautiful dancing, they stop. The king of peacocks comes to Krishna and he tells him, since you have made us so happy by giving us a chance to serve you all, please accept this as a gift. And he gives Krishna 5 peacock feathers. And Krishna takes those peacock feathers very gratefully and puts them on his head as a sign of the memory of this dance. One time, Krishna and his friends, they decide to steal butter in one Gopis' house. When they reach this house, they see something very strange. They see on all the windows, on all the doors of the house, there are bells hanging. This Gopi had devised a burglar alarm system, her own style, So if any door is open, any window is open, anyone tries to enter any door, the bells will ring. So all the friends of Krishna said, very dangerous house. Let's just forget this house, we'll go to some other house. This has a dangerous burglar alarm system. Krishna said, don't worry, I'm God. Relax, you are with me, And Krishna, he did this. And suddenly in front of them was standing a very effulgent looking Devata. And Krishna tells him, this Devata, this demigod, is a god in charge of the bells. Krishna tells him, I order you, don't ring. He says, yes, my master, whatever you say we'll do. And Krishna goes and hits the bell, it doesn't ring. Krishna says, see, that's the advantage of being God. Come with me. They all jump into the house. And inside the house, even the pots of butter, this Gopis hung bells. And none of the bells ring. And the friends are so happy that they have God as their friend. And they all begin to eat so much butter together. And finally, after Krishna distributes butter to all his friends, he puts his hand inside and picks up a chunk of butter. He is about to start eating. Just when he was about to start eating, all the bells in the house start ringing together simultaneously. And every one of them is so bewildered. The Gopis come running and they are all caught very badly. And the friends look at Krishna and they say, hey, we thought you are God. What's this? And Krishna himself is so bewildered, because he had given clear instructions. He told the Gopis, just wait a minute. He did this again, that demigod in charge of the bells came. He said, I told you not to ring. Why did you ring? The god in charge of the bells said, my dear Krishna, you told me not to ring and you were not ringing. But in the Vedas, you only have mentioned whenever offering is done to God, bells should ring. So we didn't have instruction to follow, we just wanted to be safe, so we decided to ring. And that's when Krishna realized it's very difficult to train people, One time, Krishna was with his friends in a forest. And wherever Krishna moves, whichever direction Krishna walks, the entire forest follows him. It is said In the entire forest, all the animals, all the birds are looking in the direction of Krishna only. If you want to find Krishna, simply look at the direction in which animals are looking. That's where Krishna will be. And the most amazing thing is, when Krishna walks below trees, as he is walking below the tree bends towards him. In fact, the flowering trees shower flowers on him. The fruit-bearing trees bend towards him. One day in the forest, Krishna was feeling hungry. And he was below a mango tree. And as soon as Krishna felt hungry and he was standing below a mango tree, a branch of the mango tree bent down right in front of him. And there were such beautiful mangoes hanging on the tree. He just picked up one of the mangoes and began to eat it. His mother Mangal was standing there. And he got really, really tempted. In his entire life, he had never got mangoes so easily. He always struggled to pluck mangoes. He had to throw stones and climb up the tree. It was a lot of hard work. He went to Krishna and told him, Krishna, how did you make the mangoes come down? Can you tell me? Krishna realized that, Mother Mangal is too innocent. So Krishna decided to have some fun with him. Krishna told him, there is a mango mantra. I'll teach you the mango mantra. If you chant this mango mantra, then the mango will bend down. And Krishna seriously taught him one mango mantra. Made up some mantra basically. And his mother Mangal very intensely and very seriously learned the mantra. And he went below one mango tree and he stood and chanted the mantra. Nothing happened. And Krishna was laughing like anything. He was really having fun at his cost. So, Mother Mangal asked Krishna, Krishna, it's not working. Krishna said, maybe you're not chanting properly. Close your eyes and chant nicely. Mother Mangal closed his eyes and with full intensity chanted the mango mantra. He opened his eyes, nothing happened. And Krishna was laughing like anything. So Mother Mangal understood that Krishna is making fun of me. He went to Balaram and started complaining to Balaram, saying that, look at this, what Krishna is doing. He is not giving me the mango mantra. Balaram said, are you not mad? There is nothing called mango mantra. There is only one way of getting mangoes. Balaram walked up to the tree, shook the whole tree up. And all the mangoes of the tree fell down. And Mother Mangal picked up these mangoes and went home. One time, Krishna and his friends, they were in the forest of Vrindavan. And all the friends of Krishna started feeling hungry. They went to Krishna and told him, we are very hungry. Can you arrange for some food for us? Krishna said, fine. And he took out his flute and began playing his flute. And as Krishna began to play his flute, all around the mountain, there were hundreds of baskets of laddus. Just appeared from thin air. There were rawa laddus and bundi laddus and there were all types of laddus. And all the boys began to eat the laddus like anything. They ate so many laddus. And all of them are completely packed. But still there were hundreds of laddus left. One boy took one laddu and threw it on another boy. This guy got really furious. He took up one laddu and threw it on him. And very soon there were hundreds of laddus flying in the air. So these boys are having a big laddu fight. And the whole mountain was filled with the dust of these laddus. Till today in Vrindavan, there's one particular day when all the Vrajavasis come together and have a laddu fight, commemorating this particular pastime. One time, when Krishna was about 5 years old, something very sweet happened. Krishna and Balaram came out of the house. And this was a spring season. And just when they opened the door of Nandavan, a beautiful butterfly came flying. And the orange color butterfly came flying and sat on the turban of Balaram. Krishna saw the butterfly and he got very upset. He said, how dare you sit on the head of my brother? He shooed it like this with his hand. And the butterfly flew out from the head of Balaram, but it flew and sat on the finger of Krishna. And Krishna froze. It was the first time in his life an insect was sitting on him like that. And this little boy, he didn't know what to do. He was panicking, he was scared. On one hand, he was scared that he might harm the insect because it was so delicate. On the other hand, he was scared that the insect might bite him. So he didn't know what to do. He started screaming, help me, help me. And he was not moving that finger at all. And that butterfly settled down permanently on that finger. Once you sit on Krishna, who will move, isn't it? And Balaram was coming and trying to wave the butterfly was not moving at all. All the friends of Krishna came. They all started screaming and trying to move the butterfly. The butterfly was not moving at all. And then suddenly, as these little boys were running around trying to, get the butterfly out, hundreds and thousands of butterflies started flying from all directions, all colors, all sizes, all shapes. And all these butterflies came and sat on all these boys. And soon these boys were covered from top to bottom with butterflies. And they all froze. They started screaming and yelling. And soon, they showed at Rohini, they came out. And they were shocked to see so many butterflies on these boys. And the boys were helplessly screaming. And Rohini and Yashoda tried to remove the butterflies. The butterflies sat on them also. One time, Krishna was in a very naughty mood. And he wanted to have fun with the Gopis. So he went to a lake, which is known as Mansi Ganga. It's a huge lake in Govardhan, massive lake. And he went to all the boatmen in that lake and shoot them all away. He told them, go away from here. All the boatmen went away and only he remained there. And he covered himself up from top to bottom with a blanket. Only his eyes were visible. This was the pre-COVID era. And Krishna was getting ready for COVID problem. So like only his eyes were visible. Everything was covered in a big, huge blanket. And the Gopis came. They were looking for a boat because they wanted to cross that lake, So they saw this one boatman there, dressed very strangely. So Radharani and the Gopis walked up to this boatman and they told him, can you take us across? Krishna in a very hoarse and a very heavy voice said, yes, get me. And all the Gopis very innocently got into the boat. And Krishna started rowing the boat. They reached the middle of the lake. And when they reached the middle of the lake, the whole boat began to shake. So Krishna created a little mini storm. And the whole boat was shaking so badly. Krishna asked all the Gopis, do you all know to swim? The Gopis said, no, we don't know to swim. Krishna said, then you have to get ready to die. The Gopis said, no, we don't want to die. Krishna said, there's only one way you can survive. This boat is becoming very heavy. If you have anything heavy with you, throw it into the lake. The Gopis are carrying heavy pots of butter and milk and yogurt and all that. Krishna said, throw it into the lake. All of them threw their pots into the lake, because they are always scared. And then Krishna started rowing the boat a little more. And as he started rowing the boat a little more, there was a thunderstorm, lightning and rain, and the boat was shaking very badly. Krishna said, do you all have anything more heavy with you all? All your jewelry thrown into the lake. These Gopis were wearing all beautiful gold ornaments and diamonds and rubies. And they threw all of that into the lake. And then the boat started going a little further. And this time there was a whirlwind. The boat started moving in circles, And the Gopis were really, really scared. And somehow Radharani lost her balance and she fell on Krishna. The moment she fell on him and she touched Krishna, she immediately knew this is not a boatman, this is Krishna. He pulled out the blanket and inside was Krishna smiling at all of them, And all the Gopis got so upset with Krishna for making them throw all their stuff into the water. So like this, Krishna and his friends had such beautiful moments and experiences in Vrindavan. I'm going to tell you all a very beautiful story of a little boy named Subal in Vrindavan. This boy, he loved Krishna so much, he didn't want to miss Krishna even for one moment. All day long he used to be hanging around with Krishna. Even in the evening after they come back from grazing, he would still be hanging around with Krishna. And this little boy, when he would go home, he would miss Krishna so much. One day, he began to cry so much. He's telling his mother, I want Krishna, I want Krishna. And his mother had no idea how to pacify him, pacify his angst. So his mother brought this boy all the way to Nanda Maharaj's house and brought him to Yashoda. And she showed Yashoda and told Yashoda, look at this boy, he's crying so badly. He wants Krishna. What do I do? How do I pacify him? Yashoda looked at this little boy, Subal. She told him, don't worry, I'll help you. Yashoda called Chitra Sakhi. Chitra Sakhi she's a Gopi, young girl, but is an expert painter. So she called Chitra Sakhi and told her, make a painting of Krishna for me. Chitra Sakhi said yes. She's an expert painter. She said, I want Krishna to pose. So she made Krishna sit in one place. She can draw a beautiful painting of Krishna. And as she was drawing this beautiful painting of Krishna, Krishna was not sitting in one place. He was running around here and there. I mean, imagine if a person you're drawing runs around here and there, how do you complete the drawing? Chitra Sakhi said, I can't draw with him running around like a monkey. Chitra Sakhi suddenly realized there's only one way to make him stable. You know what she did? She closed her eyes and remembered Radha. The moment she remembered Radharani, Krishna became very stable. Krishna became very, very peaceful. And he sat quietly like a good boy. And Chitra Sakhi completed the painting, made a very beautiful painting of Krishna and gave it to Mother Yashoda. And Mother Yashoda gave that painting to Subal. And she told him, take this. This is Krishna for you. And Subal, when he saw this painting, he was so happy because he experienced Krishna in that painting. And he went all the way home. And from that day onwards, every night when he slept hugging this painting of Krishna. And that's how Subal got pacified that day. The pastimes of Krishna in Vrindavan are so sweet and so beautiful that no matter how many stories we hear, we will never get satiated. We will never feel that we have heard enough. And I'm sure all of you all, at this point in time, as you've been hearing the nectar of Krishna's pastimes, you are feeling exactly that. By the way, 1 hour is up. And I've been telling you the stories of Krishna for the last 1 hour. And I want to ask you all at this point in time, how do you all feel now? Do you all feel happy? Do you all feel completely satiated with love for Krishna? Does it feel like you've been dipping in a sugar syrup, you know? Some beautiful stories of Krishna, you can just hear these stories forever, isn't it? That's how Krishna is. So if you like this trailer, this is just a trailer of the trailer in Vrindavan. The movie is something else. If the trailer makes you so happy, I'm sure the movie is going to really, really excite you all and fill your hearts with love. There is a book that I've written. It's called The Little Blue Book on Krishna. It's right there on that table. We just have 4 or 5 copies of the book here. But if you want to hear many, many more stories of Krishna in Vrindavan, that's the book to get. I have a couple of books over here on display, but I would highly urge all of you all to have a look at all the books there on the table. There's an entire Ramayana series. I've written a 6-volume series on Ramayana. It's called Ramayana, the Game of Life. I've written the entire Ramayana in exactly the same style, but with a lot of lessons that you can apply in your lives. So please do go and have a look at that series. And then in addition to that, I have a book called Open Eye Meditation. That is a must-have book. Every one of you must have that book. It has 64 chapters, each of which has a problem that you face in life, but a solution from the stories of Ramayana and Mahabharata. So every single problem that you face in life, there's a solution from Ramayana and Mahabharata in it. And finally, there's another book, a very special book called 5.5 Ways to Lasting Relationships. This book has 6 love stories from our scriptures. And these stories teach you how to fall in love, but more importantly, how to stay in love. In today's world, which is a world of love at first sight and divorce at first fight, very good book. It's a very important book that will help many people find some deep insights into relationships. I'm so happy and grateful to be with all of you all here on this very auspicious day of Kartik. And I'm hoping and praying that these stories of Krishna have helped you immerse yourself in the mood of Kartik and get ready for the whole month of festivities and celebrations. And of course, help you prepare yourself for welcoming Krishna into your lives.
Thank you very much. Hare
Can we have three very loud Hari Bol for Shri Vilas Prabhu? Thank you so much, Prabhu. And if you would like part 2 of the trailer, he's giving our Bhagavad Shravana program tomorrow. We're at the Bhakti Center, so he's with us for the whole weekend. Our Bhagavad Shravana schedule is 11 to 1, and 11 to 11:30 of Kirtan, and then another discourse from Shri Vilas Prabhu from 11:30 to 12:30, followed again by Kirtan and Prashadam. And please do check out his books in the back. He accepts US dollars, Indian rupees, and Kalab Jamans. Any of those currencies are acceptable for his books in different quantities. We're going to move on to the next part of our evening for our festival. And it's going to be Kirtan all the way through until we have Prashad. We're going to have Gaur Arti, and we're going to invite Shri Pacharan to please lead us in Gaur Arti. And tonight's Arti is very special because, as I mentioned, and those of you who are stepping in new since I made the last announcement, it's the anniversary of the installation of Sri Gaurachandra. So Radha Mulidhar have been in here in Manhattan for a while, but a few years ago we realized that we really, in a place like Manhattan, we needed the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and so we installed a media Gauranga Mahaprabhu, Sri Gaurachandra, here just a few years ago, 6 years ago or so. And it was on this day, the first day of Kartik Sharad Purnima. So we'll sing on the day of Sharad Purnima to Gaurachandra, the golden moon, and Sri Pacharan will lead us in this kirtan. And if you don't know the Gaur Arti song, follow along as best you can. We don't have song sheets. I don't tell people to look at their phones during kirtan, but if you type in KK songs Gaur Arti, then you'll be able to find that online if you want to follow along in your phone, or if you know the words, then please just sing along. So please welcome Sri Pacharan to the kirtan. Please give him a round of applause to encourage him in his voice. Kirtan will go till about 6:45, at which time we'll make another announcement for the Dhammadarashtra.
You can all stand up, right, Dora?
Head priest Vasudev says the full effect of this kirtan comes when you stand and dance.
Hare Krishna. Jai Shri Gaurachandra Bhagwan ki Keep jayo jayo Gaurachandra आरती कशो की
जय विश्वपाल प्रपंच कार्य श्रीमद ऐसी भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी जी प्रभुपाद जय विश्वपाल प्रपंच श्रीमद भक्ति सिद्धांत संस्था को महाराज श्री प्रभुपाद अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की रामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री राधार श्री वत्सारी गौर भक्त वृंद श्री राधा कृष्ण गोपी गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गोवर्धन की वृंदावन धाम की मथुरा धाम की धाम की गंगा मई की यमुना मई की वृंद देवी तुलसी महारानी की समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की निताय गौर प्रेमानंद all glories to the Supreme all glories to the Supreme all glories to the Supreme all glories to Shri Guru and Gaur
Very, very cool. Let's give a big round of applause for Shri Krishna for giving us a beautiful portion. Moving to the last portion of our event tonight. We're going to make some space here for our Kirtaniya. We're going to invite Mayuri Gandharvika to come and sing our Damodarashtakam Kirtan, our first Damodarashtakam of the season. So we have some song sheets here. I don't know what the method is for passing them out. We need to get them out. There's a way we can pass these out for those who need reference for the song. So the way that we're also going to do this is an opportunity for people to come and offer ghee-lamps or candles. We want everybody to have an opportunity to come and offer a ghee-lamp, and we'll need everyone's participation for this. We can just have some silence just real quick, is that okay? Everyone can just tell your neighbor. If your neighbor's talking to you, politely remind them just to be quiet for just a moment, just so we can get through a few quick house rules regarding how we're going to do this. So not everybody needs to get all up at once. As you start to see some space, you can make your way. There's going to be time for everybody, I promise. Because there's a room full of people, we have to move along quickly. We ask you to be deep, meditative, and prayerful, and also make sure that you can move along after a few seconds of offering your prayers, so that the person behind you can also have an opportunity, and we have enough time for everybody. So don't take too long as you stand up in the front to remind yourself that we want a room full of people to all have the opportunity. So take your darshan, make your prayer, light your candle, it will be given to you. They'll be offering you an achaman, which is a spoonful of water, which is a symbolic purificatory way of cleansing your hands so that you can then offer. And the lamp itself is a way of purifying our heart. You can meditate on a prayer, an intention, a way in which you like to grow spiritually, offer your heart to Krishna. Place that into the tray that they have there. And then you can make your way out the same way that you can back to your seat. And that will take place, hopefully we'll be able to finish all of that by 7:30, and we'll be able to serve prashadam for you in the back. So hopefully everybody got song sheets, and we'll start by reading the translation. I think it's a beautiful way to start, so that we know what we're singing. And just Mayuri yourself can read the whole translation, and then we'll dive into the song. Sound good?
Hare Krishna everyone. On this auspicious first day of Kartik month, also known as the month of Damodar, we will be reciting the prayer Shri Damodar Ashtakam. And as Dayal Gauranga Prabhu said, I'll start off by reading the translation for this bhajan, so we all can meditate on the meaning that this bhajan has and offer that in our hearts to Shri Shriyanamamidar and Shri Gaurachandra Mahaprabhu, whose installation anniversary is today. I worship the Supreme Controller, whose form is eternal, full of knowledge and bliss. Upon his cheeks, Makara-shaped earrings are swinging, and he shines most brilliantly in Gokul. Running away from the grinding motor in great fear of Mother Yashoda, he was ultimately caught from behind. Weeping incessantly, he rubs his eyes with his two lotus hands. His eyes are filled with fear. He takes heavy breaths again and again that cause the pearls and other ornaments around his neck, which is marked by 3 gracefully curving lines, to tremble. I offer pranam unto that Damodar, who is bound by his mother's Vatsalya Bhakti. Through pastimes such as these, he drowns the residents of Gokula in pools of bliss, thereby informing people who are aware of his godhood that he can only be conquered by his devotees. Hundreds of times, I again offer loving obeisances to him. O Deva, I do not ask for liberation from this world, nor the highest liberation of residence in Vaikuntha, nor do I seek any other benediction from you, the supreme benefactor. O Natha, may this form of yours as Bala Gopal, a little coward boy in Vrindavan, forever remain visible in my heart. What is the use of any other benediction? Your lotus-like face, encircled by soft, blackish blue curly locks of hair that have a reddish glow, is repeatedly kissed by the Gopi Shri Yashoda. May your lotus face, with lips like red bimba fruit, always remain manifest in my heart. I do not care about millions of other attainments. O Deva, O Damodar, O Ananta, O Vishnu, obeisances unto you. O Prabhu, please be pleased with me. I am drowning in an ocean of miseries. Alas, I am most afflicted and do not know what to do. O Isha, shower me with your merciful glance and kindly uplift me by becoming directly visible to my eyes. Just as you freed the two sons of Kuber, even while bound around the belly, and made them recipients of devotion, similarly, please bestow upon me profuse prema bhakti to you in your form as a little coward boy. O Damodar, I long for this alone. I do not want any other kind of liberation. O Damodar, I offer pranam to the rope binding your belly, for it is an abode of brilliant effulgence. I offer pranama to your belly, which is the mainstay of the entire universe. I offer pranam again and again to Srimati Radhika, your most beloved. And I offer pranam to you, my divine Lord, who perform unlimited transcendental pastimes. Shri Shri Radha Damodar ki, Shri Kartik Mas ki, Shri Shri Radha Murlidhar ki, Shri Gaurachandra ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Nitai Gaura Premanande. Everyone with your heart.
One is we're going to keep Kirtan going, because that's what we do. We'll have Kirtan going for a while more the rest of the evening. Darshan will open again in 1 hour, 8:30. But in the meantime, we're going to be serving prasad. Some of you are already making sure that you're in the front of the line. That's very good. Enthusiasm is very important in spiritual life. At 8:30, what we'll do is we'll close the partition doors here for the Samp room. So if you're still taking prasad after 8:30, when the darshan opens, please make sure you're taking prasad on the other side of the partition walls. Just want to make a quick shout out real quick. Is Sundar Nanda's Prabhu still here? And is Sadhu Granga here? Are they in the Samp room at all? Sundar Nanda's here. Where's Sadhu Granga? Is he here? He's somewhere. He's somewhere around here. Can we give a big round of applause for those two? We have so many volunteers at Keshwar Prabhu setting up, Ruth and Dinesh and Prashad Surba, so many people volunteering to make these programs happen. And we can celebrate all of them, but they help manage and orchestrate this whole festival, so please thank them if you see them. And they're so selfless in their servant leadership, they put themselves on the cleanup crew. And so if anybody wants to help or serve out or be a volunteer and serve for the program, you can go and just talk to them and help them out. They're happy to engage you in some service. But the most important service you all need to do is take Prashad, so don't forget that one. So I don't have to remind you about that one. So please take Prashad. Please have wonderful discussions with devotees about the topics you heard tonight, your class, and Krishna and the Shard Purnima. And or please continue to enjoy the Kirtan. We have so many wonderful, beautiful Kirtaniyas here. I'm going to let them decide how they're going to arrange that lineup, who's going to lead Kirtan and how they'll do it. Thank you all so much. Last two things, November 12th, we have Diwali Festival here. November 13th, we have a Govardhan Puja here. Every night of the week, we have Damodar Astakam. Thank you all so much. Hare Krishna.
just saying. You tell me this.